Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. Today I'd like to start off by making sure our court is all sorted and just generally filling out all the court positions that we've kind of left a little bit floundering. What we might do in the future is we might actually get up a list of the attributes that are good for each individual position and start properly recruiting for each position in our court. But I feel like we still don't have the number of options yet. That's partially because of our size, our resources, but it's also because early in the game there are just much fewer characters to actually recruit. So we're going to stick with who we've got in our court currently and anyone that we can marry in, and we'll see how things go from there, just looking at things and roughly judging. In terms of everything else this episode, well, it really depends on our character. Our character currently has poor health. He is 56. As I think I've said before, my general rule of thumb is if you have neutral health and you're above 50, then you're in danger of dying at some point, right? It's not saying that you'll drop dead instantly, but you're in danger, right? So we have poor health and we're above 50. To me, that puts us in the, really quite dangerous territory. We could drop dead at any second. It's not ideal, and the problem is we don't actually have a disease. If we had a disease, things would be easy. We recruit a court physician, they give us disease resistance, problem solved. We are no longer ill. However, we are infirm, which is just a permanent health penalty once you get it, which is not ideal. So we'll need to see what we're doing about that. We also may need to get some extra stewardship somehow because, well, ours has dropped below 6, so yeah, we'll see how that goes, because right now we're taking a negative. In fact, you know what? Let's do that first. You manage domain, so now we are able to hold on to the land that we have. Another thing that's actually interesting, by the way, when we get to vassal management, I've been thinking about this, and what do I want in a vassal? Like, outside of education, outside of personality traits being certain things like content and other things that make them less likely to act against us. I was thinking which of these traits do I want my vassals to have? And I'm looking through them and I'm thinking, well, martial's okay, but it's not really giving us anything, right? Apart from maybe a commander. Prowess is nice. It would give us a champion, but again, it's not really that important to have that as our vassals. Intrigue, you can actually want to be low because you don't want them plotting. Learning, well, maybe if they're a duke or above, you might want learning so they can convert people. But then I'm thinking pretty much stewardship's it, right? You pretty much want them to have stewardship so they get domain taxes and they pay you more. So we might want to be trying to build our vassals into people who have a lot of stewardship. Now, I don't know how we're going to achieve that. It may involve just simply revoking their titles and giving it to somebody with a lot of stewardship, but it's an interesting thing to think about. Wait, we're allied to Ireland? Wait, did I do that deliberately? Or did you get Ireland recently? I must have done that deliberately. They offered, right? Yeah, they sent over the, do you want us to get married? Ah, yes, and I clicked it away and said, yes, that seems like a good idea. And then completely forgot about it. Also, is one of my vassals in a war? What are you doing? Peasants' revolt. Another one. You're in another peasants' revolt. I mean, you should be able to deal with it. Why have you not raised your troops? Ah, whatever. I'll do it for you. Hello. Where are we? This one. Offer to join war. Yeah, I'll deal with your peasant uprising. We'll move this one over and then we'll go and deal with it. Right. We should also have a look at this event in court as well. Distrust of friendship. Anxiety knots my stomach as jealousy rears its ugly head. I sigh and leer at the cause of my misery. I know I ought to be thankful that our guest, Nutter, appears to get along well with Gurley, but there's something in how the two interact that worries me. Their smiles are the kind that lifelong friends or devoted lovers share. They unabashedly act as if they are the only ones in the room, blithely leaving me out of their conversations. Just what is their relationship, and should I do something about it? I can put a stop to it. I should encourage it. I can say whatever the relationship may be, I'll stay out of it, or he will leave our court and we become an inhospitable host. Well, I don't want him in our court to start with, to be honest. So, like, be gone. Yeah, be gone. We're not even... I just noticed we're not even on the royal court. Oh, wait, no, that may be because I'm leading the army. I was thinking it's because I was infirm, but no, it's actually because I literally just started leading the army. Cool. Before we get into that war, let's do the stuff I said I was going to do. So, let's head into our courtiers and just do a little check of things that matter. So first of all, Caravan Master is good, Court Tutor is good. That seems fine. Next, Court Physician. This one matters quite a lot, really. We have an excellent option available because they have high learning skill, they're a renowned physician, they're a herbalist, and they have a learning education. And you're 30, which means you'll be around for ages. I mean, honestly, you're about the best person who could have that role. I honestly can't think of too many people who are better. So we could get Control Plagues, which would give us extra plague resistance. Monthly lifestyle experience is actually huge for us. Monthly piety, not so much. We want the lifestyle experience right now because we would really, really like to get to profit. If we can get to profit, we can achieve a lot of our goals. Okay, next. Antiquarian. I do not need an antiquarian as I do not have any artifacts. Well, that's not true. I have one box of bog bones and the 2 banners, but I do not have any major artifacts I actually care about. And in fact, I don't even think... Do the banners even degrade? No, the banners don't even degrade, so, I mean, literally, I would be getting it for the box of bog bones. So, let's not worry about that one. Food Taster. Gives you some court grandeur. Enemy hostile scheme chance goes down. A chance of stopping poison murder schemes. You will lose weight more quickly. I don't think we need that one right now, but we could potentially have one. Master of the Horse. This one's pretty good. Gives you knight effectiveness. We have people who are excellent. Fantastic. Due to martial and prowess skill, my daughter can have this role. I mean, honestly, it seems great, right? She gives us pretty much everything we need. Go for it. And she's 23, so she'll be around a while. Monthly court grandeur change 10% to 20% based on aptitude. I don't really need anything. We're not doing hunts because we don't have enough money. Building construction time. I'm not doing building because we don't have enough tech. Although, wait a second. Are we in charge of our... Who's in charge of our culture? Oh, this guy is. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. Hi, Almoner. This will be okay. Just give us monthly piety. We're actually at the piety we need already. I'm a little less worried about it now. What we need is we need the profit thing. I've accepted. We're not hitting the 15,000 that we need without it, so we're pretty much where we need to be. So let's leave that one. Seneschal, control growth, we don't currently need. Cupbearer, again, we don't currently need. Court Jester is occasionally good. We can get good events off of that. Do we have somebody here? We have an average person. I don't think we don't have somebody who's good. It's diplomacy skill that he's got. Has anyone got like a thing that isn't diplomacy skill? Stubborn. Okay. Court Musician can perform tasks. You can increase legend spread chance. And every year one of your vassals or neighboring rulers may make your legend their own legend. I don't think we need that. And we don't really have anyone who's that skilled in it, and we don't really host feasts, so that's fine. Bodyguards are useful. They can take your they can be captured in battle instead of you and reduces your risk to die in battle. Our daughter could be a bodyguard. That seems like a great choice there. She loves us and is not going to kill us. We then make our other daughter our other bodyguard. I mean, fantastic. Seems good to me. Personal champion. Can take her place in some duels. Earns prestige when competing in a grand tournament. That could also be our daughter, I suppose. Yeah. Again, it seems like a good choice. So you can have that role as well. And then Court Chronicler, we could have... I don't think we need this right now. I think we can leave this. Okay, and Wet Nurse we can't have because we don't have any children in our court, I believe. Sorry, I don't have any of my children in my court. We could have children, they're just not ours. We don't have any poets, I'm assuming is the reason we can't do this one. Yes, I think that probably is it. So that's just saying no courtiers meet it, yeah. Executioner, we need to have somebody who has a crime, I think, to do that one. And then artificers, you have to have completed an inspiration. Basically, the reason to have an artificer is that it re-inspires them so they can go and make something else. And then with guard and hermit, we need to have a hermit, I think. Or sorry, a wise woman or potentially a wise man as well. Those would be fine. Okay, cool. Right, next for us, let's have a look at our courtiers and see who's still around. Wait, was there a new option in that menu? I'm going crazy. Explore plagues. Oh, there is a new option in that menu. Okay, that's cool. No real use to it though, beyond it just being there. That's fine. It's good to know. Right, do we have anybody who's doing nothing? We have a guest. Your Armbjorn, who I can't kick out. That means he's probably doing something against us. We have Bodil. Bodil is just hanging around doing nothing. Bodil, you are going to marry somebody like Fasti, who is in a different court. He's in my son's court, but whatever. Get out of my court. Who have we got next? So, who was that? That was Bodil. Bodil. There we go. We have Xenia. She's married. That's fine. We have you. You are also married. We have this guy, who is also not very good. We will send him off. We will matrilineally marry him to... I'm looking for somebody who's in a court. There you go. You're in a court. Be matrilineally married and do not darken my door again. You're married and you're married. Wonderful. That seems good to me. Right. I suppose we could have taken one of them actually as a concubine to fill out our concubine limit stuff, but let's not worry about that. Right. In terms of other things, we need to take some land off Estonia and Karelia, which we'll do after this war, which I have decided to join for reasons best known to past me. By past me, I'm meaning me from like, what, 5 minutes ago. Okay, bunch of wars ending. Head up here. I think I just decided I wanted to help out. Okay, noble guest has arrived. You have a claim on the High Chiefdom of Rodna. Okay. That's nice. I don't care. This is what I've decided on that one. Unless the High Chiefdom of Rodna is... there we go. We won that one as well. Right. Disband. Well, we have to wait a second. I'm on end your war. Cool. Now we can disband. Yeah, unless Rodna is one of the ones that we need to get. No, so that's Estonia and that is Karelia. So no, neither bit of land that we can get there is the one that, yeah, is the one that we need. Okay, well, let's get religious icon. We're now going for profit. It's going to take us 3 years, it reckons. We could live 3 years. That's possible. It's not impossible. Right, now we've done that, my grandson can marry. This is my grandson and champion. However, he is not very good. Is he my... Do I have any other champions underneath him? I do. Yeah. This might be time for you to leave court, grandson. You do not seem very good. Can I just, like... I can't just dismiss him? Okay. We'll be leaving a close family member behind. But what if I want to leave him behind? I could disinherit or denounce him. I mean, that's always a possibility. You could also always just marry him off as well. Problem is you don't want to marry him matrilineally. Because if you marry him matrilineally, that will cause us problems later, potentially, if he inherits. Not that he should, but... Is there somebody who's in line to inherit a title? Like, are you in line to inherit anything? No, although you could potentially get me Kingdom of Denmark claim in my court, which would be something. Don't think you're in line either. You know what I could do? I could search this for... Let's see here. I want a ruler. Cool. You are going to go and marry her, because that will get you out of my court. You... Why is this oh, because it's limited on that side as well? Yeah, you're going to marry my grandson. Yeah, you're okay with that one? This seems fine. This is the correct grandson. Yeah. Goodbye, grandson. Right. That's fine. We can exchange hostages here. Not interested. Negotiate an alliance with you. You're really not interested. Challenge you to a trial by combat. What if you're an adulterer? I don't really want to challenge... Like, there's no reason to challenge you to a trial by combat. I guess we could. What do I get for it? I can get gold, humiliation, a weak hook, death. I gain stress if I aim for gold. If I aim for anything that isn't death, I would gain stress. Okay, I'm not that worried about that then. Okay. Estonia, Karelia. You're currently in a war. You're defending. Okay, well that seems like good time for us to attack. Where is the holy site? The holy site is Kakasalmi down here. I shall declare a war. What's your claim? No, I want this land myself. I don't want to take the duchy right now. I just want to take the county of Kakasalmi. Let's go. That's all I wanted to do. Go up here. Raise some troops. Let's go. Right. This all seems fine. Call our allies to war. I'm not going to do that. Cool. Alliance is formed and my grandson has gone away, which is what we wanted. He may come back later, but that's fine. A curse undone. My rival, High Chieftain Baevi, is dead. And apparently our feud continues. Oh, okay. The twists and turns of fate have not always been to my advantage. Odin knows I was cursed the day I met High Chieftain Baevi. Today, however, that curse has been lifted. Fate smiled upon me and brought that rattling fool to his grave. Cool. How many more troops am I waiting for? A fair number. Okay, we'll wait for them. Gained a rival because of a house feud. I don't think it's a reciprocated feud, though. I think it's only on their side. I could be wrong, though. I might have forgotten. Court grandeur just dropped. Is that because our expected court grandeur level is below? No, it just dropped for some reason. Okay. But yeah, the expected level is above, so it should go up there eventually. Also being raided. They're over here. Yeah, it's going to be awkward to get to. Improper whispers. A good tale should surely be pushed by a good person, no? Yet word keeps reaching me about the sinful, forgiving ways of Rurik, the man who so continually hawks sons of Rurik. The sinful forgiving is a very odd phrase, but okay. I could distance myself from a character of such ill repute, but being associated with such a famous tale does do me some good of its own. It's a chance he becomes exonerated. No, I will not be associated with him. That is fine. We can't be associated with people who are forgiving. Oh, that's just not good. You'd like me to spread Sons of Rurik for 50 gold? Okay, I'll be associated with you. That seems fine. I captured the High Chief of Karelia. Well, I mean, that certainly makes the war easy. I enforce my demands. Cool. Well, that was easy. Disband. Now, we do actually want to keep this land long term. Let's... Oh, you're already... Yeah, that's fine, actually. You're already increasing control somewhere. So we want to keep Akel, Novgorod, Kexholm, Tvat, and Nyland and Finland are all the same duchy. But I could give one of them away. What's our worst holding? Worst holding is Nyland, I think. Yeah. Let's give that away. Do we have anybody to give that away to? Perhaps another grandson that is disappointing me? No, you already got land. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, you're going to have land being inherited as well, so that's fine. Girly, you don't have any children. Yes, and you already have stuff. My sister is already often married. That's fine, and has things going on. My other sister had no children. I'm running out of people related to me. Do you have children? You do. So I could potentially give this land to Thorfinner. If you have children as well. Yeah, because he shouldn't be in line to anything. So I'm going to give Nyland to my nephew. There we go. That seems fine. He is now gone from his father's court, and he's now directly underneath me, which is fantastic. Because I think that gives us another champion, potentially. You can station a men-at-arms regiment. That's because we just took away the place where they were stationed. We're going to place them in our capital for now. That's fine. Right. Now we need to get some land off of Estonia. We need to get their holy site, which is this one all the way over there. How strong are you, Estonia? You do not appear to be very strong at all. Okay. I want Arensborg over here. Wait a second. For a second there I thought that said yes. Actually, that's not impossible for them to say yes here. Because I'm just thinking, if we got military strength higher, we get another 14 there. Get another 9 from powerful vassal opinion of our powerful vassal. So we're at 23 up there. We could definitely get some opinion up here. That is not impossible. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to declare my war for the single piece of land that I want. But, you know, it's not impossible. It's Osel? Osel. There we go. Raise me some troops. We are going to walk through his land, because otherwise they can siege our capital really easily, because, you know, it's on their border. Arrange betrothal. You would like betrothal between my sister, that's your sister, right? Yep. And your grandson, High Singer Oster. So this is the spindly grandson. Okay. I mean, we could, I suppose. This will not result in an alliance, though. So literally the only thing we're getting is her in our court. I think I decline, honestly. I don't think we need that. Really gives me nothing. It's like, hey, can you take my granddaughter I don't need? No, not really. Let me just check. Did we get Sons of Uruk in here? Oh, we already had it in here. That's fine. It finished as well. That's fine. We could start a legend. I don't think we need to. I'm going to siege this first. They're going to be very uncertain about what to do. Half of their army is like, oh, we can siege. The other half is like, oh, we need to stop the siege. And then they did neither. Alright, captured some prisoners. Any of you good? You're okay. I think you're going to be executed, though. You? For that price, I think you're going to be executed. You? Executed, I think. Yeah, I think executed. There we go. Moving on. We're dead. Alright, well, that was a very real possibility for us here. We knew this was possible, and that was why I wasn't too worried about it. I was like, okay, if we get to where we want to get to, fantastic. If we don't, well, you know, we don't. There's really nothing we could do about it once getting the infirm trait. But there we go. The rule of King Highsinger of Gurthariki has ended. He has crossed the door to the world of spirits at 58 years of age. He died in his sleep. A man not to be trifled with. He embodied the dignity and power of his title like few rulers can. King Solvi ascends to the throne. Being a talented military tactician, many expect him to lead the realm into many victories on the field of battle. So died in our sleep, was dreaded, exalted, religious icon. We had finished the strategist path. What else have we got? Fought in 22 wars, 15 offensive, 7 defensive. Hosted 4 activities. And we went to a hunt. But now we are Solvi, who has not done any of this stuff. We inherited everything. And after 36 years, we've taken the throne. Now we are a little bit older, but I think our goal is simple. I think our goal is very simple. What we would like to do is we would like to have a learning lifestyle and we'd like to go for religious. We have absolute control already here. Oh, that's great. I would maybe like to get there, but you know, I think religious is very important. We're a little bit older. We got to do what we got to do. Theology focus, go into profit. We also need to get a lot more piety, which is something we're obviously going to need to think about, but we'll see. Okay, so we have a Riksgothi who likes us. That seems good. Did all my other court positions stay? They did. Fantastic. Nobody hates me. Nobody hates me. That's a good position to be in. Our legitimacy is way above the expected level for some reason. That seems fine. Rest of the council. So we have our marshal. Are you the best marshal available? Yes. Okay. Spy Master doesn't like me as much as he could, but he likes me more than the other people with high intrigue. Steward. So I've got a steward here with 19 stewardship, and then Chancellor. It looks like you would be a better Chancellor than you would be steward. So let's go with you in the Chancellor role. You are going to take the steward role. And I think that's fine, because the only... yeah. And I guess I could put my half-brother in as a... as a marshal, but he's just not good. Like, these two just aren't very good. Reasons they don't like us, short reign, and they want to be on the council, basically. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. So, we'll see. What have we got here? Many of the same things that we had before. We can get concubines if we wanted to. That's a good point. We should have people in our court who are currently unmarried and doing nothing. So, yes, we have a bunch of people who were previously married to, to our father. Well, not married, but concubines to our father. So that's not ideal. There's it. Marital status, unmarried. Yeah, so we need to figure out what we're doing with them. I think you could probably be a concubine. That seems fine. Yeah, that seems okay. Next up, I think you could probably leave my court. Wait a second. Did that the wrong way. You could probably leave my court. Why don't you go join Heralder over there? That seems fine. And you could also leave my court. Or you could, you know what, you could be our concubine. That's fine. And then you could also probably leave our court now. You're going to marry this person who's off in a different court. That seems fine. Good. Right, so we're going to have 2 concubines, which is going to reduce the negative we're taking there. We have a son who is Spindly. We have another son who is Dan. Okay. Not anything we're doing with those 2 right now. We have rite of passage that we can do for our Spindly son. Okay, Spindly son. Rite of passage. Well, you're not going to duel someone. Maybe seclusion? Okay. Where are we going to send him? We can send him off to faraway lands for danger. Yes, why don't you go to faraway lands and have some danger? Maybe you'll come back and be fantastic. We have just basically banished our son to the wilderness. Okay. Scrape the barrel. Recruit a lowborn to fill a random court position. No, I don't want to do that. Adopt special succession type. Replace my partition succession with a local type of elective succession? What would that do? You may pick a form based on your culture. Oh, does this just allow us to make it a Scandinavian elective? That's kind of what I want. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a save first, though, just in case it isn't Scandinavian elective. Okay. I'm waiting for the save to open up. There we go. Right. Here are my conditions for save scumming. If it is not Scandinavian elective and it instantly applies it, I wish to save scum it. That is my condition. In any other circumstance, we're going to keep what it does. Scandinavian elective for the Kingdom of Garthriki. Yes, that sounds fine. So we now have a new election that we can vote in. Okay. Who is the best person to take over this land? I mean, it's probably Gurley, but let's see. Stewardship is probably useful. Kettlemunder. You could do the job. Marshal. By Marshal, it's our cousin, Thorder. Or Thorer. Diplomacy, it's also Thorer. Intrigue, it would be our aunt. And then, by learning, it would be our uncle. I think it's probably this guy right here. Chieftain Thorther. Ingvarsson is probably our best heir. He currently has one piece of land. He's got reasonable prowess. He's got reasonable martial. His other stats are kind of garbage, but let's not worry. He's an eager reveler, berserker, robust. Yeah, he is probably our best option at this exact moment in time. We'll revisit this later, but he's probably our best option. Okay, I vote for him. We'll see who everyone else votes for. So what would happen? Holmgarther will go away. Why? Oh, because the guy has his own land, maybe? Yeah, so it's been lost due to Confederate partition. I need to change you to be Scandinavian elective as well. Yeah, otherwise I'm going to be in big trouble. Okay, cool. Cool. On the other hand, I could just ask my son to, like, join a holy order. Or, like, leave. Disinherit him. Something like that. That would probably help. We'll see. Anyway, we could also have more children. Right. Are we ready to go? Are we... Wait, who leads an army? Are we leading armies? Our player heir could. We could. We do have aggressive attacker. We don't have the thing that reduces us... yeah, we don't have the thing which reduces the chance of us dying in battle, but... You know, we are also very good. I think this is just saying if we make him a commander, we won't get to use him as a champion. And as a champion, he's giving us 24 prowess. Okay. I'm going to go with us leading. That's fine. Anything else I need to do? I think we're actually fairly set. I don't think there are any problems for us. Yeah, that was a fairly smooth succession, actually. Okay, well, back to war. Speed 4. That's fine. Our brother Jarl Freaker is now the player heir. Is that because he's voting for himself? So I'm voting for this guy. Everybody, it's not just because, yeah, it's not just because he's voting for himself. It's because, in fact, he's not even able to vote. It's because everybody else is voting for him. Okay. Electors are rulers and vassals within the... You have to be a direct vassal of the title, which they are. Yeah, and not be a baron. Okay. So why don't you get a vote? It's kind of interesting. Yeah, why don't you get a vote? You are a direct vassal of the title, aren't you? Yes. Like, actually, by every imaginable thing, he's a direct vassal of the title. Isn't he? So, yeah. He just is. I'm trying to think of a reason why he's not. I guess because it's part of Vladimir? Is it literally only people under this title that get to vote? I hadn't realized that. If that's the case. I think it might be, actually. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I see the vassals just on... I guess I could do this. And just split... Right, there you go. I could just split it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just see. Frithriker, Gandalfer, Basilko. Okay. Andrea. Let's have a look here. Andrea, Basil... Yes, it's literally just people who are underneath that title. Oh. Oh, okay then. So we need to pay attention a lot to who we're putting under these Yeah, who we're giving these titles to compared to other titles, because these are the ones that are going to affect who gets to vote. Ah. Oh, I'm also wondering, maybe because I changed Scandinavian... Maybe because I changed the top level title to Scandinavian Elective, that's messed up our lower level titles, because previously Confederate Partition was working on higher level then to Duchy. Now it's working on Duchy, right? Maybe because we're the higher levels on a different succession? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so we need to think, we definitely need to switch that. I think switching this will help a lot. I'm not sure what else it will do, but I'm sure it will help a lot. Right, we also have an independence faction against us. Let's not worry about that. Let's carry on. Shadow of Faith, Twilight. Oh, we should also probably hold a funeral, but we don't have any money. What a joy it is to be a son of such an exemplary servant of Odin. The ardor I feel in my heart when I hear everyone refer to him as religious icon King Heisinger. His virtues revered by Gothar and pious Asatrians alike. I wonder, will I humbly stay in my father's shadow, or will I achieve and surpass such piety in my own life? Will the good grace of Odin be as visible in me as it is in him? So we can go for Twilight, we get more piety and we get stress gain, or Dusk, get less piety. I want more piety, please. We actually currently have negative piety. It's not ideal. Okay. 2 people are getting married, which was my suggestion, apparently. That's fine. Oh, yes, it was. You've arrived in my court. This is your spouse, apparently. Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out why you arrived in my court. Just a wanderer? Okay, whatever. Let's head over here. Oh, they stopped. Oh, that's the death of them. That army would have turned around, I think, if it hadn't already been locked into movement. In fact, it's already turning around here. Oh, that's not good for you. Level of fame just went up. That's wonderful. More knights, more opinion. Okay. Stay where you are, siege. It's much slower siege because we don't have the bonuses that our father had. Do you have anybody who has siege leader? No. No, we do not. Okay, well. Siege. We capped on battle war score. We are. So yeah, when this is finished, we will win the war. You're heading to my capital. A boar attacked my son during his seclusion. He's now insecure. Okay, well. That's not a boring story. Yeah, we'll accept the alliance. That means that they can't join factions against us. I don't know what that event was, but it's gone now. Also don't know what these guys are doing, but that's fine. Betrothed can marry. My niece Loth can marry the King of Ireland. That seems fine to me. That seems acceptable. It also gives us the alliance of Ireland. That's also fantastic. We can get all sorts of alliances if people would like them. Okay. Nobody wants any of these alliances. That's fine. It is partially because I'm at war, but also because of other reasons. My nephew would accept an alliance. That's fine. My other nephew would accept an alliance. My uncle would accept an alliance. And my brother-in-law, he would also accept an alliance. Cool. So these are the internal alliances. That's good. Oh, I know what they're doing. They're going to siege this. That's what they decided to do. It took me too long to figure out what the AI was doing. I don't know. Okay, that's an interesting move. So it's 3 months versus 5 months. Alright, well, we're going to win this siege battle. So, what's your plan if I siege this? And my concubine is pregnant. Fantastic. I guess your plan was to lose the war. Did I say my royal court grandeur level is now 0? It did. My court grandeur went to level 0. I don't know if I've ever seen it hit 0. That's okay. I'm going to enforce my demands. Wonderful. We've now taken this one over here, Aronsborg. Fantastic. Gained some legitimacy while we did it. We can disband our troops, and we now hold The 3 holy sites in this religion. You love to see it. We're not employing a wet nurse. Well, we could do that. You are currently average due to your health and having a child. I don't know what makes people better. Is it just health? Health and children, apparently. Alright. You shall be my wet nurse. Fantastic. That seems fine. Are you still... Yeah, you're still doing that. I hold 1 bit of land more than I should hold. I guess I'm going to give away this bit of land. I guess I could give it away to my cousin, who previously gained some land. Or I could give it away to my cousin here, who I want to potentially inherit. Why are people not voting for him? Yeah, I want to double check that. I don't want to vote for him. Why? He is a foreigner's puppet. He is a vile heretic. Okay. I mean, that's fair. So why are you voting for this guy? I guess because yes, everyone's a vile heretic. I forgot to read the bit on the left. Okay. I dislike. What a great reason at the bottom. Foreigner's puppet, I dislike. Wait a second. He's not voting for him because I'm voting for him. Yes, that's what the minus 30 for foreigner's puppet is. Okay. You. He is a foreigner's puppet. I do not trust the judgment of a ruler I dislike. He is a foreigner's puppet I dislike. Okay. He is too young. Oh, that's a different... It's a different reason. Okay. And then Gandalfer? You're exactly equal, so you're just voting with what everyone else votes. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright then. Well, I'm going to keep voting for my guy, because apparently if I switched my vote, so would everybody else. So that's fine. Yes, I want to give away this bit of land because I want to hold on to the other bits of land. So I'm going to give that away to you, because I think you're quite good. Fantastic. He's now much, much happier with us. You love to see it. Need to change where my men at arms are stationed again. That's okay. You're going to be stationed there. I know it's going to break this one, but that's okay. You're now going to be stationed in there. That's alright. Okay. So, we have all the holy sites, which is good. We have not enough piety, and we're on the religious focus. Okay. Well, it's not the end of the world. Can I hold a funeral? Is it too late for a funeral? Can I hold like a really small funeral in Novgorod? It would be our father. Wait, I love how we can hold a funeral for somebody else. Just like, this guy's not even in our realm. We can just hold a funeral for him. I'd like to hold a funeral for my father. I would like it to be a funeral we can afford. So humble. The goal of the funeral is to mourn, which would demonstrate piety. Okay, I think we're good. Manage guests. Yeah, this is what I want to do. We are inviting only people who are like literally here. So... No. 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 Anyone traveling? Nobody's traveling. That's what I want to see. So I want it to start instantly, basically. I don't want to sit around and wait for it. There we go. I'll never forget him. Okay, and the funeral has will start in 6 days. If we had invited people from 130 days away, the funeral would start in 130 days plus 6. So that's basically where we're at here. So let's hold a funeral. 3 months till it ends. There was a peasants' rabble against us. Well, it's not ideal. There's a holy war that just happened in Neustria against King Carloman of West Francia. Alright. Well, good luck. A time to mourn. The shadow of mourners no longer looms over me, and I'm at last given a moment alone. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment without the rattling and prattling of other guests in my ears. Just me and my thoughts of King Highsinger of Gartharaki. Okay, so we lose some stress. A son is more likely to receive a good tutelage. Oh, I forgot to do that, actually. Yeah, we need to do that. Children's educations. You're quick. I already sorted it out. I already did it. Ah, fantastic. I guess because they were in my court already. That's fine. Back here. All eyes fall upon Thordis as she falls to the ground in lamentation, hands coating her reddened eyes from view. Thordis's sorrowful gasps and chokes have left her fellow mourners breathless, and many offer her comfort and reverence as if it was her who was to be committed to the hereafter. This is our sister and bodyguard. Say, eyes must fall upon me. Everyone mourns in their own way, or I offer comfort. Everyone mourns in their own way, so I can get the piety. I feel a quiet calm wash over me, gazing around the room of mourners. Some eyes are stained red, others would see this as like any other cause for gathering. One soul, however, looks to me with uncertainty as he tugs at my side. My son Dan does not weep openly, but does not seem to be unmoved like many of the other children present. King Solvi of Garthraki, what happened to Highsinger? Why is everyone sad? So we can say, do not worry yourself, child. Oh yeah, we're forgiving, which is a sin, of course, remember. That's fine. He's in Valhalla now. We would love to do that because we'd love to get the piety. We got it. Wonderful. No existential dread for that child yet. Also, I just noticed we're forgiving, calm, and trusting. Yes, not the normal traits that you would expect from our culture. Okay. In a quiet corner of the temple, I overheard Thordis chatting with a group of mourners. She somberly gestures me over. We all have fond memories of King Highsinger of Garthraki, or Garthriki. I was just talking about the time I took up the mantle of a distinguished accolade and became known among champions. Tell me, have you any memories to share? Say it's too painful, gains piety and stress. How could I forget? Our diplomacy is not great. Yeah, let's do this one. Even more piety. We're at least in the positive now. I and the other mourners take a reprieve from our grief to say, to enjoy a great bounty of food. Thordis, usually the lifeblood of any feast, now sits across from me, misty-eyed with an untouched goblet at her side. How can we make ourselves fat and merry in times like these? Are we to satisfy our hedonistic desires while Highsinger has none? Join me, empty your goblets in libation. The guests seem to agree there is wisdom in Thordis's oafish lamentation. We can join in. We can give a round of drinks for all. I will remember him in my own way. I will join in. That's fine. People gained wounded because they brawled at this funeral. Okay. Of all the figures venerated in villainous, none have been desired more than our departed king, Highsinger of Garthriki. With his crowd of weepers and gawkers, finding other subjects to satisfy their fascination, I at last left with a moment of solace between myself and my father. Quiet prayer, moment of grief, or I promise to be a better king. Quiet prayer, get some more piety. Odin can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue to push it to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? The apocalypse is upon us, my father is dead. Where there is life, there is hope, or quietly nod. We'll go where there is life, there is hope. We lost 50 piety. Okay. The sorrowful line marches on the line to have the last moment with King Highsinger of Garthraki. The line brings me ever closer until the last figure in front of me parts. There is nothing but a veil between me and him. I can make a speech promising to rule in his honor or speak of his virtues. I'm going to speak of his virtues. We're not really a speech person. Okay. Ogre, cur, buffoon, you dare call yourself king? My half-sister Girly hurls herself towards me, furious finger waving inches from my face. King Highsinger of Garthriki had designs for me to rule in his place, villain. I can say get out or I don't care. I'm going to say I don't care. He had no designs for you to rule. I know I was him. Before me, a feasting table stocked high with all manner of food and drink, as if our father were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Girly has so far refused to lay a finger on the banquet, however, swirling her goblet around in idle solace. Her middle-distant stare falls wearily upon me, and with a quiet nod she raises her drink high. To our father, truly one of the greats. So you can speak a quiet prayer, get 50 piety. Tell me what he meant to you, get 50 piety, or try and get some more legitimacy. Let's get the piety. Okay. Now has come the time to commit King Highsinger's final rites before his final journey into the hereafter. He lies wrapped in fine white fabrics atop a towering funeral pyre. The Gothy stands beside you with a torch, its light flickering in the wind. To see him surrounded by so many mourners and given a proper burial gives me hope that I too will be remembered this fondly as king. I lower the torch to the kindling and watch as the tower of wood is lit ablaze. All that's left now is to wait for Highsinger to be returned to the ashes. We gain legitimacy, piety, and lose stress. So we gain even more piety. We are now, in fact, a level of devotion up, which means the clergy like us, which means you like us a little bit more, and you can give me more of the 0 out of 0 things that you can give me. The reason why this is the case is because generally that she gives you stuff from levies and taxes from church holdings, and I don't believe we have a single church holding in our realm. I love it. It's like, hey, you just did a funeral. You want to do a blot? No, I have nobody in my prison. In fact, I think our next play is probably to earn some money and kind of do other such things like that. So I think we're probably gonna go raid next time. I would suspect there being a lot of raiding. Actually, while we're at it, anyone want to be an ally now that we're, not at war? That would be a no. There's a solid no there. Okay. You want to, like, go join a holy order? Does not have a martial education trait. Wait, I could give you a martial education trait. Then you can just go join a holy order. And then you would be ineligible. Pivot your education to martial at the last second? I mean, let's be honest. You're not doing anything with stewardship. You're terrible at it. Let's pivot that. Let's see whether we can get rid of him in a cleaner manner. Cool. Yeah, we also need to go and get some more prestige, because if we get prestige, we can then get the Scandinavian elective, which will then fix the succession problem that I myself started. But anyway, right. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.